Hello, my name is Stephanie. I will be saying my case. I will be working with the client who's 28 years old, female, who sought counseling due to ongoing symptoms of depression and anxiety that have been affecting her daily functioning, work performance, and overall quality of life. She reports struggling with negative thoughts about herself, feeling overwhelmed by responsibilities, and withdrawing from activities she previously enjoyed. Sarah is motivated to engage in treatment and improve her emotional well-being. The client is showing signs of depression and anxiety. She reports feeling sad most of the time, having little motivation, trouble focusing, feeling tired, and worrying a lot. The client often has negative thoughts about herself, such as, I'm not good enough, or I'm going to fail. These thoughts seem to make her depression and anxiety worse. Stress from work and spending a lot of time alone may also contributing to her symptoms. Cognitive behavior therapy, CBT, can help her learn and recognize these negative thoughts, challenge them, and replace them with healthier and more realistic ways of thinking. CBT can also encourage her to become more involved in activities to improve her mood and overall well being. The goal of this session is to help the client understand her thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are connected. During this session, she will learn to recognize negative thoughts about herself, look at whether those thoughts are true or helpful, and begin replacing them with more positive and realistic thoughts. The purpose of this session is to provide a safe and supportive space where the client can talk about her feelings and concerns. This session will focus on building trust, discussing her symptoms, identifying situations that trigger negative thoughts and emotions, and teaching basic CBT skills. The purpose is to help the client develop healthier ways of coping, improving her self-confidence, managing stress more effectively. So we'll begin. Hi, Sarah.
Hi,
Thank
how
you
are
so much
you?
for coming in. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Thank you for the blanket.
You're welcome.
It's a little comforting in here.
Of course. So, tell me how you've been feeling this week.
I've been good.
Okay.
Well, since I'm here, I really want to tell you everything. So everything would be okay if I share with you.
Of course, everything in here is confidential.
Okay.
So the confidentiality stays in this room.
Thank you. Okay.
Of course.
So no, I'm not doing good. I'm about to hit almost my 1 year anniversary for working at my job. But I feel a little bit down lately, and sometimes I guess what I feel is overwhelmed.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to when you said you were feeling overwhelmed. Can you tell me more about what's been making you feel overwhelmed?
Okay. Well, mostly at work. I'm a perfectionist. I love to keep everything perfect. I've been getting my trainings, but it's hard for me to capture sometimes things that I have to do. So I'm a case manager. And I am trying my best what I can do for my clients, but I do feel a little overwhelmed sometimes because I feel like, okay, I do make mistakes, but I feel like a failure every time I make mistakes. I get anxious. I'm scared they're gonna overview my work. You know.
So what thoughts usually go through your mind when you start to feel that way?
I guess I feel like I'm not good enough for my work. I'm scared that they're gonna see me as with my mistakes. I'm scared that they're gonna pull my case one day and be like, "This is what Hillary did," you know. She did this. Oh, you made a mistake in front of the whole people, and I don't want people to see my mistakes. I want them to see like, dang, she's getting it all handed together. You know, I'm scared to fail. You know, I guess that matches a little bit how I'm been feeling.
Okay. And when you have those thoughts that you're not good enough, how does that affect your mood?
My mood? I guess I get a little anxious. I get I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I get a little anxious. I feel like I'm feeling my heartbeat racing really fast. There's moments that I feel like my mind gets blurred. So that's the type of one, I guess. I don't think I can think of the top of my head right now.
Okay, and from a scale of 1 to 10, do you believe those thoughts?
Well, 10, how I
Like when it
feel.
starts to occur, when it starts to happen, do you actually believe those thoughts?
I
that you're
do,
thinking?
but I would say it's there. I would say 5 is bad. I don't think I'm
Okay.
that bad.
Okay.
Because I do my work good. I know I have done a couple mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I'm not perfect. So I won't say a 10 or 9. I'm between 7 and 8, but I think I'm an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you feel like your job is expecting you to be perfect? Like, is there any evidence that would say that you weren't
Like
like
behind my work.
yeah, like that you're failing?
I guess
Has it been brought to your attention?
what was brought my attention, I would say, I guess what's giving me anxiety, they just came up with a new database
Okay.
so they could see everybody's cases now. Like
Okay.
you used to not do that
Mm.
when I started. So now they can see like, okay, Ilary, you're behind 5 people. Or sometimes they say, oh, Ilary, you're missing this paperwork on that case. So it's trying to fix that. And I hate when they're telling me to fix that because I get so anxious, like, oh my gosh, they're seeing me how I'm not doing good. Like, oh my god, look at this girl, she's making so many mistakes. But yeah, that's what's been happening throughout this week.
Okay. So has there been has your boss or at work, has there been like any evidence suggesting like you do a good job? Like has anyone ever told you you're doing a good job at work?
Oh, like a positive outcome?
Mhm.
See a positive outcome. Now that you mention it, there was last week. My supervisor called me over, and nobody likes to talk with the supervisor. She's really scary. I think that's why I get so anxious because she reminds me of my dad a little bit. But she calls me. She's like, Ilary, can you please come in the office? And I was like, scared. Come into our office. She's like, Ilary, I know you're trying to work on your mistake, but overall, everything, she told me you're doing a great job. Everybody said that she's really mean. She never ever compliments, and it's been almost a year. I'm telling you, that's the first time I ever heard her compliment me on my work.
Wow.
Last week.
Okay.
And she said I did a good job managing my things and everything. So yeah, I'm surprised that happened. I forgot about that.
Well, that's really good information. That's great information.
Mm-hmm.
So from her saying that to you, do you think that that's evidence to say like you're failing at work, or you're not doing well?
I guess not. I just get so anxious, I guess, at work. And it's overwhelming, so many tasks, but I never thought that there was a positive outcome. And some of my teammate members said, congratulate me on the side sometimes. Like, not to worry about it.
Okay.
They said to keep on going. That they saw my work and they're like, Ilary, good case notes. Like, can I have some of your case notes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a person that love to share what I got.
Okay.
I guess I don't want them feeling the same way how I feel anxious and I feel like I'm gonna make mistakes.
Okay.
But I guess I guess I don't remember all that outcome that they asked for my help.
Okay. And now that when your supervisor had told you that, how did that make you feel?
Less overwhelmed, I guess, and less stressed.
Okay.
I guess a little bored did come out from that, and I guess this week came up, and I was so already scared about again the next follow. But
Okay.
I think I gotta think about that more than usual.
Yes, you should. And let's just say you had a coworker that was feeling how you're feeling, going kind of through the same things. What advice would you give to your coworker?
I'll tell them it's okay to make mistakes.
Okay.
It's okay to feel a little anxious, but as well as nobody's perfect, and we could work with a team, one another, to help us let it feel less stress to reach out to coworker as well to help out with that.
Okay, that's great. And what type of support do you have at work?
I guess my coworkers, because I'm not gonna lie, now that I think about it, in the beginning I did share a lot with my family situations about the cases.
Okay.
Then I realized that's not helping. And then I did start opening up with a new coworker next to my office.
Okay.
I was just scared that she was gonna judge me or like not want to help me, because one time I brought my supervisor, I needed help. She like, didn't you read your policy and procedures? I was like, oh, okay, I guess, but I'm still learning where to find all that policy and procedure. And I went to my coworker for the first time, and she was actually willing to help me, take her time to sit down with me and go step by step and how to go by this case. I even apologized to her so many times. I'm saying, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, I'll do that. And she'll be like, why are you saying sorry?
Okay.
It's okay. So I guess I will start opening up with her a little bit more then, I guess, to help me out. Because I feel like I have to do it on my own. I only asked her like 2 times to help me, but it has helped me to feel a little bit less stressed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna go back to when you, as if you were talking to a coworker. Do you believe that statement will be relevant to you?
Yeah, I feel like I just contradicted myself. I guess, yeah. I guess it's just hard, especially like I lose focus.
Okay.
And then I feel like I have so much, and I feel like I can't get my work done because I didn't like look at so many things.
Okay.
But I will help myself and remind myself that the way of how I tell a coworker, I will say that to myself now.
Okay.
To keep that as a reminder. Thank you.
Of course.
I didn't think of it. I guess I'm so blurred out with everything.
So, and how do you feel looking at the situation from a different perspective, like that statement?
That's it. I guess like I said, I feel like I just talked to myself.
Okay.
And didn't have time to like actually calm myself down.
Okay.
Or take any breathers. But
okay,
I'll take that tip to myself now.
That's great.
I'm gonna write that down. Tip. There. I'll put that as a reminder.
Okay, that's great. Well, one thing that CBT does, it helps us understand our patterns, some of our negative thoughts, and it helps us to convert it into kind of positive thoughts. The goal for CBT is to change patterns of thinking and behaviors. So, and it often treats conditions like depression and stress and anxiety, and teaches us to for our negative thoughts, and we're going to replace them with positive ones.
Okay.
So are you okay with taking that?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
So what can I do? Because I guess when I'm really stressed out at work as well, I do some hobbies on the side.
Okay. So let's talk more about that. Like, what activities did you used to do before you started to feel like depression and anxiety?
Well, before I started from work, I guess work really took out my time. And I was like, I don't need to do my favorite things right now. I need to focus on read my policies and do my case notes, do the trainings. But now that I have a little bit more of time, I should go back. Because like my hobbies, I like to walk, I like to run, I like to listen to music to soothe me. So yeah, those are the hobbies I used to do before I started working almost a year.
And so how do you feel if we try to implement doing those hobbies once or twice a week? If you would like to start off slow and then see how that works out.
So I can adjust it with my time.
Because activities can help you change your moods, your emotional well-being, which can reflect on work. So will you be okay with doing that?
Yeah, I'll gladly appreciate to do that.
Okay.
That sounds helpful.
That's perfect.
We'll work on that.
Okay. Great. So before we end today, what how would you replace your thought, like of a negative thought about you? What would you say to yourself to make you, not make you, to help you feel more positive about the day
Well,
or about yourself?
now that you mentioned the text that we ran over,
Mm-hmm.
I will implement that whenever I do feel a moment of anxiety.
Okay.
I will go to my coworker
Okay.
and not feel like a failure or scared to show my mistakes.
Okay.
I'll try to feel more comfortable now,
Okay.
reaching out for help,
Mm-hmm.
because I know I can't be perfect. I gotta learn from my mistakes
Mhm.
and learn from my mistakes. So
Okay.
help me not to more my mistakes in the past. I'm gonna realize I'm a person,
Okay.
and I know anxiety, and I don't want to go. I'm scared that I might get anxiety attacks. To avoid that, I would appreciate that. I appreciate help you helping me think.
Okay.
What would I say to a coworker and stay a little positive more.
Okay. And we'll work on that. Come our next session. That's starting up to a great start. And then in our next session, we'll work on more coping skills and building on that for future sessions.
Okay.
How does that sound to you?
Sounds good, actually.
Okay.
Just so glad to share this with you, and it's off my back. It just felt a lot. Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate you coming in, and this is a big step. So we'll continue building in our future sessions. Okay?
Okay. Thank you
Perfect.
so much.
You're very
you
welcome.
next week,
See you
then.
next week.
Okay.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye.